like I was saying, you are not a man until you have a cold glass of sarsaparilla hit your lips.
Sarsaparilla.
You can't even spell it, dude. I guarantee you, if spelling bee right now, you would be on how to spell.
Totally. Tropical plant used throughout history to treat conditions like arthritis, psoriasis, and syphilis. Interesting.
Yeah, you ain't getting
Sarsaparilla is
syphilis.
a soft drink originally made from the vine Smilax ornata, which does not sound appetizing.
Smilax is the Joker's poison.
In most Southeast Asian countries,
how is it it's so popular in Western like philosophy or Western like movies or like this? I hear it from The Simpsons, sarsaparilla, but
it's just basically like root beer.
It's root beer.
Yeah,
it's root beer.
Right.
It's delicious. I'm not even a big root beer fan, but if someone gives me a nice glass of sarsaparilla, I can't turn it down. 100%. It comes in like the old-fashioned bottle that you need a bottle opener to open it.
Yeah.
Sioux City sarsaparilla, hit me up. I didn't have my
We
first
are looking
few.
for new sponsors, and sarsaparilla would be fantastic here.
Honestly, what is it? Like Yellowstone's really popular now. That 1923 show is really popular. I'll put on a cowboy hat. I'll put some spurs on. You want some assless chaps? I'll give it to you. All right? Been running a little bit. These ass cheeks are getting tight. So, did you say ass cheeks and a cowboy hat? I've got both. But, boys, how you doing? Anything new?
Dude, you know what? I wanted to ask you guys this because I was just eating. Do you guys like shrimp?
Yes.
No.
I know.
You yell at me for never trying sarsaparilla, but you don't like shrimp?
Dude, I don't. You know what? This brings up a good point. You go ahead and finish your story, but I'm going to load up my counter argument. You want to talk about health? I got scores to prove.
Okay,
go
all
ahead.
right.
Do your shit.
Yes, that is the one with 27 food apps. She's always going to ask. She knows it's you at this point. I don't know why she asks. I know you can't see it, but I mean, if it's food related, it's probably you. But anyway, we're eating shrimp, and we watch a lot of the Cooking Network. It's just, I don't know. It's fun to watch, I guess.
Sounds like 27 apps, but you're watching the Food Network, you fats. I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah. And shrimp are the ugliest thing on the planet. And I want to know if you guys ever thought about like some of the foods we eat, like that we just eat regularly without thinking about it, right? And how weird it is or ugly it is. And I want to know what was the first human that was like, I'm going to eat that. In my head today, I'm like, who thought that this shrimp, which looks ridiculous, would be absolutely tasty because it's delicious? That's what I think about. Yeah.
It's mind blowing. I hear you. Like, yeah, like the person who thought of like doing cat shit in coffee. Like, would you drink that? Like, you know, how they'll put the coffee beans in the cat and it'll shit out the stuff, so they brew the coffee with it. You ever tried? It's like the most like richest, like most expensive coffee ever.
Me and Euban are like, what left turn did we just
said
take?
it so casually, as if like this was like a thing that was said like, hey, ketchup is red. You know what I mean?
If you went to Starbucks tomorrow, you're like, I'd like some cat shit coffee, please.
And then it'd be like,
in a hot.
Goot, is that with a U or two O's? Gotcha. You know what I mean? Like, what? First of all, I don't like coffee in general, but that deterred me so far away from ever having a cup of coffee. I am secure with, if someone said, hey man, you would die instantly if you ever got near a cup of cat shit coffee, that's okay. I would say so clear. What is this? How many cups of this have you had?
0.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that 1 second.
I think to myself, why would someone do that?
So,
to Max's point.
Like, yeah, what genius thought, you know what? I'm going to feed my cat coffee grounds, and then I'm going to drink the liquid that I can create from that cat shit instead of just having the coffee without the cat shit. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I got to Google it now.
This has gotta
my
be
Google
it because
search history is sarsaparilla and then cat shit coffee.
I'm going to go ahead and assure you that a sarsaparilla tastes a whole lot better than cat shit coffee. So I'm going to say that mine wasn't so bad. Now, thank you, Goot, because now my idea doesn't sound nearly as terrible.
Kopi Luwak is what it's called.
That's what I'm looking at too. You see, it was $300 for a bag. You want me to spend an enormous amount of money to do that? You're not going to give me money to drink this? That's absolutely absurd. Fear factor reverse. That's insane.
I got an idea for a new coffee business, boys, and let me tell you, it's a doozy. Catch It Coffee. We're going to sell it for $200. Cut in real super low, get them built up on the Catch It Coffee, and then it'll be $305 in 6 months, baby. Let's go.
Good business model plan.
Get them hooked. Get the cats fat and coffee.
Decathlon. Shut the... I'm getting out of here. Jesus Christ, dude. We're
Matt's
making money.
Matt's going to be buying the domain. We're going to have to buy it for $100 from Matt.
Since I have the power now to actually hit record on this show, then I'm going to buy the domain this time. I'm going to beat Matt to it. He's going to listen to this and be like, son of a... That's the best one he's had yet. Decathlon? I mean... Oh. Go ahead.
But think about it. I mean, there's some tasty shit out there. And you half the time don't realize, like if you look at a shrimp, they're disgusting looking. But they're goddamn tasty. How many more things do we take for granted? You're like, where did that come from? Like, who decided, I think eating that's a great idea? And then I'm sure there's plenty of other shit where people eat and they're like, oh, that's not a good idea. Don't do that. Or they're dead. One or the other.
I just envision like people eating like the random berries in the show and they always die. So I'm like, I'm not going to venture far off the menu. No, thank you. Like, nope. But I was going to bring up too, though, that I did get my blood drawn. You were talking about your cholesterol and everything else. And I want to be like, hey, maybe I do need to get my stuff tested because I want to, how close am I to losing an actual foot? Because from Sarah from In a Pickle Radio keeps on saying too, she's like, you're dangerously close to losing that right foot, like LeVar Ball type of shit. I'm like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that, man.
Those tests started coming in, and I was like, looking at it with one eye. I was like, all right, where's this diabetes one? Where's this? And it just said, it wouldn't say if it would only say if it was abnormal, if it was bad. Yeah. I only had 1 out of 13 pop up, baby. There are athletes who are requesting my blood because I'm so goddamn healthy. I'm in heat.
What was abnormal?
Physical. So my the LDL, the bad cholesterol. I'm at 101, baby. 100 is wherever it.
I got you there, bro. I think I'm at 150.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's talking, but here I am, dude. Meta World Peace is over here, just be like, damn. I wish I was as healthy as you've been whacking off.
Had Sprite in his goddamn lungs, and he's healthier than us. Me, anyway.
Now I'm on this all water diet, dude. Like, I'm taking filthy shits now. It's amazing. Like, people change. I'm growing.
The chia seeds or what's the other one?
Flax seeds.
Flax seeds.
Just had T-Dog just made our nightly smoothie. We only do it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Yeah, they said chia. But that's our heavy protein days. Chia.
Dude, I have.
Do you guys ever have one of those?
Oh yeah, I do it every morning.
No, I meant a chia pet.
Years ago.
From back in the 90s.
Well, hell yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I wish I could line them up over here. I have Betty White, Sophia, I have Deadpool. There's a whole bunch of other ones too. I have Bob Ross. I have a whole bunch of chia pets. One of the TikTok videos that I had that went viral was a chia pet video. It was insane. I had 10 million views on a chia pet video.
What?
Dude, I swear to God, it was a Betty White one someone gave me as a gift. And like I had like a P.O. box. People used to send me shit. And one of them was a chia pet. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm sitting there measuring water in a dry measuring cup. And people roasted the shit out of me because honestly at that time, didn't think there was a difference between a liquid measuring cup and a dry measuring cup. Thought it was the same. So I'm sitting there measuring with that. And they go, you idiot. And I'm like, what? And they're like, you did that intentional so you can get the views. And I'm like, that's exactly what I did. It's 100% exactly what I did. I don't think I even owned a liquid measuring cup at that time until that video, and people shamed me for it. So now I got a Pyrex one. Legit, you haters out there.
Pyrex is, you can't do anything but Pyrex. I just upgraded to Pyrex. I had a plastic one. It lasted like 10 years. It was clear. It was no longer clear. And I'm like,
yeah.
I said to T-Dog, I'm like, I should probably throw this away. It's probably a health hazard at this point. I'm going to get a new one. And then, I got one at the grocery store, but it's a noticeable difference having glass, like a nice Pyrex.
you feel fancy. You almost want to hold your pinky up whenever you're, looking for 3/4 of a cup. You're just like, I feel so. Gordon Ramsay's out here looking at me jacking off because I'm doing such a good job over here with my Pyrex measuring cup.
You know what? I just got a rice cooker.
Move.
Because I've been looking at, I've been doing like there's like healthy brown rice that's like, it's like, whatever the healthy labels are, it's there. But it's obviously not, like, I don't want to have rice from a plastic thing that you put in the microwave. Like, I want to do it myself. So I bought a rice cooker because I could cook a lot more. I think I up, like, it didn't come out exactly the way I wanted it, but it's nice being able to just turn that on in an hour, have, a whole ton of brown rice, like, ready to go. I made my meals this week, boys. I was prepped, baby. I was prepped.
Do you have a rice cooker? Do you have a wok or anything like that? But I don't have anything fancy.
It's like the pressure cooker. It does anything. So yeah, if I want to do like rice afternoons, if I'm cooking more in the afternoons, I'll throw it in there for like 5 minutes. It's ready.
Yeah.
That Instant Pot, I'm still scared to death, but my wife abuses the out of it. Love it. But like one of the kitchen items that I got cost me like $1. It's that spatula that has the 4 prongs on it. So whenever you're browning hamburgers, oh, that was not a good gesture. Someone's going to edit that. Caught myself before I finished. But browning hamburger, have you seen that? That has like a cross, essentially. Yeah. Dude, revolutionary. I was out there just using a spatula like a caveman for the longest time, trying to break up that hamburger. Not anymore. I'm dirtying one more dish. I don't even care. It's convenient as fuck.
I was thinking about that. So it's like a game changer.
Oh, yes.
Dude, I'm telling you, I used to be like, there are certain items where I look at people and I go, that's gay. Like, that's dumb. Why do you need that? This? Not at all. And if it is, put it in my ass. I love it. It's convenient.
Go that far.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a system when I cook beef, the way I break it up with a spatula. But I saw that you see that a lot on the cooking shows. I'm like, that actually looks pretty handy. I don't know where I don't know if I've ever seen it randomly, or I probably just have never looked.
Have all the Bed Bath & Beyond shut down, closed down? No, they're online now, but like all the retail stores, have they all closed down for you guys?
I think it's online only now.
Yeah. Okay.
Party City's gone out of business now too.
Yeah, that was hurtful to see.
So many things closing. I know we were talking about the mall the last time too. Like, there's like all those stores from our user clothing and everything.
Forever
closing.
Was it Forever 21 is closing?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that.
There's a lot of like stores that have been around for 20 years that are just gone.
Dollar General's closing a whole bunch of stores, and I'm like, dude, you guys keep putting a whole bunch up. What are you doing? There's like
not
3.
Here in Philly, brother. Not here in Philly.
Location.
That's, dude, in the rural areas now too. Like, you'll be going to a town of 200 people, and right before you get to that town, you're like, holy shit, they got a Dollar General. Like, that's insane. And you would think like, oh, that one out in the middle of nowhere probably will actually be stocked. They'll probably actually have staff. Nope, just like the rest of them. Boxes everywhere. Can't get through any of the aisles. The deals aren't even that good, but it's convenient. It is. I got one like 7 miles away from me now. Moving on up, boys. Moving on up.
It's the worst. It's the worst, dude. Because I told you, I could walk. I'll time it for you guys the next time I go. I could see the back of the building. I could walk to Dollar General in probably 2 minutes. Like, it's right there. But when you go in, and I go to check out, there always is a piece of shit that's buying $40 of diapers or whatever, and they're paying in ones and change. You look at this poor human that's trying to ring this person up, and I'm like, I feel so bad for this person that they probably have to deal with this all day. Like, I'm sure the dollar store change bins are absurd. Nickels are probably packed to the rim.
Okay, you said nickels. I just wanted to make sure.
It's all week dimes, baby.
You guys don't have a self-checkout at your Dollar General? Are we just too high class over here in the Midwest?
We don't have one.
Not in mine.
Whoa.
If there's nobody there to check you out, you have to push the radio button to contact them because they're all putting boxes away. So they'll run up and check you out, then run back.
See, that's what it's.
They don't trust us enough here, bro. There's no way they trust you. If you go into the dollar store on a Saturday morning, you would understand. You walk in there, you're like, what is wrong with these people?
it's really awkward where mine's at because it's before you get to the actual person. So like there could be nobody in line, and then there they are. They're kind of like, you know, tapping the counter, eager to scan your items. And I'm just like, oh, fuck you, self-checkout. Just go. And they're kind of like, you can tell them, they're like, hey man, you. But also they're like, thank you.
Thanks.
You know, I'm like, I'm just here to help. Here to help. If I can avoid any interaction with people, I'm going to go that route. I am not the one like, oh, I should be getting a 15% discount because I bagged my own items. No, I did it the way that I wanted to, and I did it fast. These people, I don't give a shit.
I'm a check outer. Yeah, I mean, I would much rather just check because I know I'm going to be fast. I can tap my watch to pay. Like it's like in and out, done. Don't need to worry about it. I mean, it's a little different though. It depends on where you're going. Like when I was sick, I had to go get medicine at the pharmacy, and I didn't go to work. I was feeling like shit. I'm standing in line, and I thought the dollar store on a Saturday morning was rough. The pharmacy on a Thursday at like noon. I mean, the guy in front of me, he wore his socks so many times that they had given up on life. They stopped. They just, like, his sock was just, like, it had no elasticity at all. Like, it gave up.
Can you imagine?
It's all I'm looking at. I just can't stop looking at this guy's socks. They're long tube socks that should be all the way up past his calf. They had just given up on life.
Can you imagine
In
his
my head, I'm
underwear?
like, throw them away. And he was only standing there for like 2 minutes, and I guess his brother was with him, and he was like one of those, like, he was definitely on meth. He was like, you know.
You look like
And
Popeye.
I can't wait to be on the stupid thumbnail. Thanks, Matt. Or he's going to send me pictures tomorrow. Like, look at this, you know, and it's, you know, I got it in my mouth or something. But his brother was like one of those guys that was like, you could tell he was like either coming off of drugs or he had just got on them. And he like pulled up the chair because I guess they do immunizations there. So they had like, there's always the cuff thing to like test your,
Pressure.
you know, blood pressure. And then there's a couple chairs for people waiting. He pulled one of the chairs over for his fat brother and put it behind him so he could sit at the counter while he's talking to the lady. And it's like, just throw away your socks, man, please. Like, for the love of Christ, like, I'll go buy you some socks. Like, you gave up on standing, and your socks gave up on standing a long time ago, sir. Like, I wish I should have took a picture. I should have took a picture. I texted T-Dog. I'm like, the guy in front of me, his socks they're dead. She's like, what are you talking about?
Gave up on life. That's pretty bad. Is he? Was that a Twitcher? From
He wasn't a Twitcher. His brother
Okay.
definitely. Like, his brother was on drugs. He probably was also a drug doer as well. And I'd imagine he was getting prescriptions that were of the opioid profoundness. But who knows? Can't judge anymore. You never know.
You mentioned Thursday afternoon, and whenever I was in school, we used to have to avoid the Thursday afternoon crowd of the living community because it was full of a bunch of mentally challenged kids or adults. So if you went to this one restaurant, every time that they'd be eating there Thursday afternoon, and I'd go over there, I'm like, hey, this little diner sounds good. I'd walk in there, and you just see a whole bunch of people with Down syndrome and other people like just screaming like, yeah, yeah, the entire time. And I'm like, well, this is going to be great, but also this is going to suck a little bit. But it was dinner and a show.
The Rite Aid that I go to, which is also in walking distance, there's a guy, he's been there probably as long as I've lived here. So it's probably at least 12 years. And anytime T-Dog needs something from Rite Aid and walks in and he's there at the register, she just leaves. Cause like he's like screams when he talks. He's like, oh, no. You're just like, why? Yeah, I'm getting to that story. And I'm like, why is this guy like running the cash register? Why? So anyway, so the same day that I saw the guy give up on life with his socks, I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't have one, but I'm going to drink a Diet Coke today. So I grabbed the Diet Coke, and the guy was, of course, running the register. And I'm like, this is God punishing me for getting a Diet Coke. So I get up, I said, get ready to pay. And he's like, oh, I love that phone case. I've seen that before. And he starts touching my phone. He's like, look at that. And he's like, ooh. And like, I wish you would have saw my face. I'm like, Yeah, with his dick hands, T-Dog. I know. I'm sure he was all up in his dick, all up in his butthole, and he's like, "Oh, look at this!" And I'm like, "Stop touching my phone, please." Anyway,
were you afraid he was going to drop it too? Were you just kind of like, "Please, for the love of God, you retard, don't freaking drop mine"?
All I'm saying is I'm probably we're on the spectrum a little bit. We took the test, right? We're not a 22 like T-Dog, but we're in the teens, okay?
Wait, you even missed
24,
that test.
24, sorry. Wait, you didn't take that test, even?
No, I do
It
not.
was with us that evening. That was draft evening.
We're gonna get you to take the test.
Man, I'm not trying cat shit coffee, and I'm not taking the autism test.
Well, T-Dog's a 24, and I think 29 is your autistic. So she's up there. I think I was 11 or 12. We were all like right in that little like
the low
10
low
to 14
tier
range. Yeah.
So what you're saying is she's closer to autism than I am to diabetes. Let that strike in.
That is true. You're closer to being autistic than he is to diabetes. Great. but yeah, I've never just like touched someone else's phone that I don't know it and just scream it. That's great. I'm like, what? There's no one here? Like, where's your manager, sir? Where's your manager?
Is this a dick pic? What is this?
He's like, I've never seen those ridges before. Whoa! And I'm like, can I just get out of here?
Please don't drool on my charger port.
Yeah.
No, I have see how the phone has ridges.
But no, I can imagine his hand.
Yeah, he saw a case like mine, I guess, before. And dude, I've seen him do this a million times. He did some creepy shit. There was like a mom there a couple months ago with her like 5-year-old daughter, and he's like ignoring the mom. And he's like, "How you doing, little girl?" Like, and just like talking to her and just like totally ignoring the mom. And I'm like, that's just, even though you're still a little creepy, man, you know?
Why do you sound like Barney? Like a little bit like a drunk Barney.
I'm gonna record the way this guy sounds the next time I'm in there, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, that's spot on, sir."
You sound like Rosie O'Donnell in her movie she played. There's a movie she played. Always had to be first on the bus. What was that movie called?
A special
what
movie?
To the days where you could like not be the player in a movie or a show. That's what I want to get back to. That's all I'm
Last
saying.
one was what, Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump.
No, Robert Downey Jr. Simple Jack.
Wrong person.
I don't think any of that is right.
It's riding the bus with my sister, Rosie O'Donnell. You sound like her. It's about Ben Stiller, dude. He plays Simple Jack.
Oh, not Robert Downey. It was Ben Stiller. That's right. Yeah. Damn it.
What was that movie? Hold on. Oh, The Ringer in 2005 with Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny, now when did we get ice cream?
When did we get ice cream?
Classic movie.
Dude, I almost got kicked out of the theater because me and my buddy went to see it, and we sat in the front row, and I was laughing the entire time. Like, just, and like, but like, half of the guys that played were not. Oh, we're going to get this shut down. I got to stop saying that. We're going to get this episode shut down.
That's like 10 so far.
What was the guy? Did you guys ever watch Bates Motel? The actor from that in The Good Doctor?
Yeah.
I'm a doctor. Like, that's getting close. Like, that's...
Yeah.
I'm a surgeon. Every time I see that, I'm just like, if he doesn't win an award for something, at least a Razzie, give him something. Like that guy.
Bates Motel was good though. I liked Bates Motel.
Me too, but that Good Doctor.
It was creepy.
I thought for sure we were going to see them
from that show? He said something to his mom, and like I say that to her all the time. I forget how he said it, but it's super creepy.
He always goes like, "Yes, mother," and he always says "mother." So whenever we were watching it, I always tell my wife that too. Like I would tell the kids, I'm like, "Say mother," and so my son, who was probably like 3 or 4 at the time, was just like, "Yes, mother," and she goes, "Fuck you, no." She's like, "Don't do that."
I think he said something like when he said like "silly mother" or something like that. I say that to her all the time. She's like, "Shut the f up, it's creepy."
My thing at work is I've been saying "good boy" whenever like my best friend, every time he does something, I'm like, "Hey man, can you help me with that?" And he's like, "Yeah, here." And I'm like, "Good boy." And he goes, so every time he goes, "Say good boy one more goddamn time, I'll beat your ass." And I'm like, "Ooh, someone's being a bad boy. And he's like, God. I just love tormenting people. But we're talking about like the whole kid situation and everything. Like, I think with us being younger, like our kids wouldn't survive. Well, I know Max doesn't have any kids, but like our kids could not
Theoretical kids.
survive the 90s, dude. Like there's no way, because my kids get scared trying to take out the trash at the end of our driveway. And I'm like, what the hell? I was like, I used to walk the streets of Vegas with like gang members outside, and hookers were outside just on the street. You just walk over them. You know what I mean? You're just like, hey man, whatever. That's how I got to school. Now they're like, there ain't no way, Dad. I'm like, now you live out in the middle of a cornfield. You guys got it made, dude. Drinking from a water hose. They don't understand.
Top tier. Water balloon fights.
Yeah. My kids have that.
See,
my trash can's a half mile up the road that way, so I'll take care of that.
What do you just program your Tesla to go drop the trash off?
that would be
I have
sick.
to be in the car physically. I don't have to touch anything. It'll drive me up there, but
I would buy
I would
one,
drunk
honestly.
drive myself in the Tesla to throw the trash out every time.
I've done it once, like where I should not have been buying the car, and it drove me 2 hours away from Ron's house. We did the Highlander episode. I did like some 50 shots that afternoon. But yeah, I woke up at like midnight and I was like, I don't want to stay here. I'm going home. So I'm like, let's test the car out. It drove me 2 hours away from Fredericksburg up to where I live. And it dodged deer, it dodged possums, raccoons. It did a tremendous job. I couldn't believe it.
That's wild.
That is, well, I was thinking too, like I have a big yard to where I used to drink and just get up on the, now I roll myself a couple little beesies and smoke them while I'm mowing. But you can't get a DUI mowing your yard, right? Like that's
No.
what I'm looking. But they said it's possible to receive a DUI charge for operating or riding a lawnmower under the influence, but it doesn't explain whether or not it's in your yard.
I feel like you wouldn't if it's your own yard. I mean, maybe if you did it like here, but like you're out in the sticks, bro. I don't think you gotta. Here, you might not even get it either, because like Philly cops, like it's a lot different. Like you go in the suburbs, yeah, they'll pull you over for fuck. I got pulled over for tint, like my window tint, which I've never been pulled over for window tint in my time. I've had the same window tint. I go to the same person. I'm a creature of habit, obviously. I go to the same guy. He puts on the same tint, and I've had it for 4 cars in a row. It was the first time I've ever been pulled over for tint. But that's the suburbs. Here, you got to be like driving like this. You got to be gun toting out the wind. Like, it takes a lot for a Philly cop to pull you over because they got a lot worse shit to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, the scale is just different. But you go to the suburbs, that's all they're looking for you to be drunk and driving.
That's how it is, like the entire time here. Like if you just even cross over a center lane, there's like, what the hell, or a center line, whatever. They'll pull you over if you don't turn turning signal. Like you have to be ass puckered tight the entire time, because if not, they'll pull you over. It is rough. It's slow around here. There's like,
I figured it was probably different for you guys because there's nothing there. I thought maybe the cops would be like, just don't do that. You know,
it kind of depends. Like, so if you're near the bar, obviously in the small town, they're going to be just right up your ass the entire time. And the town is 12 blocks big. So, I mean, they're just circled around one, but, no, it's when you were a kid and stuff, like if you get to the gravel road, you can usually dodge them because they can't see. So that's usually everyone's getaway. They just take off. So it's always fun because you see sirens go, or you hear the sirens, and then you just see a car just boom. We're like, oh, they're going to take County Road 54. I guarantee it. Like, look at them. Woo, look, kids. Lost them. It's a good time. Small town living, man. Smoking the Bandit shit about it once a week.
I won't miss it when I move. I tell you that. But so the last time I got pulled over, I was another late night with Barrel Age Flicks, and car was driving itself, and I get pulled over, and the car gives me back control. I was wondering to see what's going to happen. So I get off of the road. Officer comes up. I'm like, "What's the problem, sir?" I'm like, "My car is driving itself." He's like, "You have a temporary license. There's a huge scam going on right now. I just need to verify it's true, and you're good to go."
wow.
So I was laughing. I'm like,
So he was reaching. He was looking to see if like you were like wasted or
It was like 1 a.m. in the morning. Yeah.
Black.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're black. You're screwed. You're done. Whether you're driving or not.
Can you imagine if the window just rolls down and it has, has his flash on? He goes, "Never mind, sir. Have a good day." Just like, what? You don't need to see my license. I've seen enough, sir. Have a good day. All right, cool. All right. I like, that.
He looks at your license like, oh, Adam. Okay, here you go. Robert. Awesome. Looks good.
What is that last name? Is that Jewish? No, sir. Have a good day.
You're probably fine. You're probably fine.
See, that last name has a steen in
Stay
it.
safe. I hate when people tell you stay safe. How do you stay safe?
Wearing a condom.
It's true. Don't get AIDS.
Abstinence is the
hell of a
key.
thing.
Like my friend believed in school too that, or at least his girl did that, as long as they didn't do it vaginally, it didn't count. So the Lord takes a blind eye to the brown eye, apparently.
Well, no, that's like a thing, dude. So like we have a lot of insurance agents that live in like the Utah area with the Mormons. So what's that thing called? It's what's called soaking. I never knew what that was, had no idea. And like, it is the weirdest thing on the planet, but like, it's hilarious that's the loophole. It's like, dude, people charge. It's like, they'll charge a couple $100s to be the one that shakes the bed for the people. Like, that's like a job out there.
I would move there like just to make that a full-time job. Like 100%. They're like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, I'll be over there. Like, what, Wednesday at 6? Cool. See you there. What are we looking for? An hour? Oh, 5 minutes? Yeah. $200.
$200. Easy peasy. I make good money, man. Go out to, is it BYU that's in Utah?
Have you seen the interviews they do over there where they're like, hey, what's your favorite curse word? And they're like, frick. And I'm like, my God.
I've seen them on TikTok sometimes. It randomly pops up. And I would be kicked out of Utah in probably a minute. I'd probably pull in. They're like, hello, sir. I'm like, get out. I was like, well, that's retarded. You definitely need to go now.
And New Mexico's that way.
Have you guys been to Utah before?
No.
I've not.
Well, I've driven there many times. You're not missing much. But Zion National Park, beautiful. Everything else sucks. They can heat it shit. There's a stretch of when you drive from, if you're coming from the east and you're going to Las Vegas, there's a good stretch of like, it felt like 200 miles of nothing but desert. And you hope to God you're like, did I fill up? Hope I did. Because there's only one gas station. And it's like Hills Have Eyes type of people running this goddamn gas station. It's do not recommend, one of the worst states besides Kansas.
Dude, I'm going to a buddy's wedding. We just booked it like before I jumped on here, and we're gonna drive up, and he's up in Mass, so it's like a 4.5 hour-ish, 4 hours 20 minutes drive up, and T-Dog will hopefully go halfway, and I'll drive the other half. But I had to book the Mass is weird. It's just like the boonies everywhere. It's like there's like little spots where it's like cities, towns, whatever. But like in between that, there's nothing. So of course he's having a wedding. He's a dick on Memorial Day weekend. So like no regular, like some of the hotels are just totally booked up. Like, your regular stuff, whatever. Like your, I don't know what the regular hotel chain, like a Hilton's and shit, right?
Holiday Inn Express.
Should probably ask you actually.
Holiday Inn Express.
But none of those, dude. So like, I don't know where, like, so I had to book the hotel. It's 20 miles from the wedding. It's 32 minutes from the wedding. But like, I'm used to that here. Like a lot of times we'll Uber to my mom's if we're going to get drunk. And that's like 20 miles. It's like right around the same. It's like 45 minutes to an hour. So like, I'm cool with that. But like the places around, and like, kept saying, if you book a place that's like The Strangers or Hills Have Eyes, I'm not going. I refuse to go. And like every place is a motel, and it's a house that they converted into like 4 rooms to be a hotel. Like you're looking at these things, I'm like, I can't stay here in good conscience. Like, for one, like it's not even going to be me that I have to be worried about. I'm dying first. T-Dog is in for a night of terror. She's going to be the target. I'm dead immediately. Right? Like there's no scenario where I survive in any aspect. So like, it's really about her. It's like, I'm like, look, I'm gonna get. I said to her, I'm like, we're gonna get a hotel that's like a normal hotel. Hopefully they have free breakfast. I need to figure that out. That's number one on our list here, but I don't think they do. She needs to find an Arby's. It's part of her ritual.
You know what?
I don't.
A lot of times I say T-Dog. Like, she's usually wrong. That was the only time that I've ever heard her actually be correct. Like, that was.
Well, and if there isn't, we will deliberately find an Arby's on the way. 10. We're not stopping all 10 Arby's. I will end my life. But like, dude, it was just wild to me. I guess I'm just so used to the convenience of being here that like there's shit everywhere. And to know, and it was even worse. I'm like, if I book one of these places, like what's to stop someone from like if we booked an Airbnb, I could have got one that was a little closer or whatever. What's to stop people from murdering us? Like in the middle of nowhere. Like it's like one of those like they have no, yeah, like they have no like, it's like one of those outdoorsy style areas where like their things are like rivers and, you know, hiking and shit like that. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I said to my buddy, I'm like, I'm going, it's called North Adams, Massachusetts. It's like a college town. I'm like, I'm going there and the hotel looks nice. And I mean, it's expensive shit, bro.
Dedication, man. That's true dedication. I would just send money, but like, I can't make it that weekend. Sorry. Here's your wedding present.
The crazier thing is this guy I've only met once. He's an online buddy that I've gamed with for probably 12, 13 years. Like through his original marriage, through his original divorce and his spiral to him saying, I'm never going to love anyone ever again. I'm never going to marry again. To him being with this woman, this new woman, to him saying, let's get married. Like went through that whole stage of this guy's life. He's a good guy, you know, but I've known him so long. And when he invited me, it's like a group of us. It's like, I'm here in PA. It's actually kind of weird because it's kind of like how we are right now. So like I'm in PA. One of the guys is in North Carolina. So he's kind of by Ugoot. And then one of the other guys is in Missouri. So he's by Euban. So it's like, yeah, it's, and he's up in Mass. So, and kind of like Northern New York with, Matt. Oh, it's kind of weird how it worked out that way, but
see,
whatever.
I was looking at how close is Williamstown from this area? Do you know? It says here 4 miles in this app, but I don't know. I don't trust this hotel app sometimes. But I'm just saying, let me know after this. Let me know the dates and stuff like that too, because
I already booked it. It's not refundable. It's all good.
How is it?
I always forget. I always forget to tell you, I didn't pay the extra. It was like an extra $80 to book it so that it would be refundable. So that, like, if I do this and it's not refundable, I'm going no matter what.
Oh, absolutely.
What I mean?
And that's crazy. The non-refundable way is just such a scam, such a damn scam. And what's going to happen is you probably paid a decent rate, and by the time that have check-in, that rate may be $40 less, and they're like, "Well, you prepaid. Sorry." Scam.
It might be more expensive for that weekend. It'd be more expensive.
So Williamstown is the next town over. It looks like so. It's an extra 6 miles, and it's an extra 10 minutes from the wedding venue.
Dang it! I was hoping it was be a little bit closer, but yeah, it's showing that there's.
Look at that place, dude. It's in the middle of nowhere.
That's our life.
Dude, they're talking about the king of living out in the middle of nowhere. There's a town.
Asked you first. I don't know why. I keep forgetting. Like, I'm one of those people, and I'm not going to toot my own horn here, but like, it's really hard for me to like ask for favors from people that I know. I just never do it. Like, and I know like that's what people do with like friends, but the thought never even comes to mind to ask people. Like, it didn't even approach my mind until just now. Where you're like, oh, I could have looked for it. And I'm like,
you know, Burley put in the group chat that he was staying in a fancy hotel and everything. Using a discount. Absolutely. Dude, he hits me up all the time. Like, I think he's probably used my discount 4 or 5 times easily. Or at least he's asked that. Even his wife, I know his wife's name now. I know his legal name. And I was like, oh, dude, cross me one time.
Ruin your life, sir.
I was like, I got you. But he also has mine because it has my name on it too. And he goes, and he goes, look at this. And I go, that's not me. And he goes, that's you. And I was like, but you don't know my wife's name, bitch. So I got one more on you.
That's true. Well,
Have his
do
Facebook
you guys
profile?
know my real name and D-Dog's real name? And
Well, I know his kids' names too.
You know Burley's kids' names? Oh, I don't know that much. I did see his Facebook profile. And when I saw where he previously worked, I'm like, oh, get out of here. I was like, there ain't no way. No way. Some kind of like, I won't even say it, but it was just, I was like, is this for real? Like, did he put this as a joke?
It's a
Had to have been.
decoy. Yeah.
yeah, he's funny, dude. He'll send me random text. He sent me a text because he was in Kroger and they have a Pokemon Center vending machine. So it's a vending machine for Pokemon. But people get into fist fights when it's stocked because the scalpers, when they see people stock them, they'll sit there and even if there's a line of 10 people behind them, they buy everything. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So I almost said the name. T-Dog went into incognito mode for me today. So she went to Target and Prismatic Evolutions, the set that is most recent to come out, which is insane. It's like absurd. They're over $10. They're like $13 a pack in the aftermarket, which is absurd. I won't pay over $7 for a pack unless it's like vintage and you know what I mean? You're splurging. But she went into Target and she noticed the sign that says we're sold out of Prismatic was not there at the time. So she went up and asked, and the limit is 2, but she got 2-pack blisters. So it's 2 packs and like a EV coin, right?
Score
Per day. So she did that like hours ago, right? And then on her way home, she like changed her sweatshirt, put on sunglasses, put up her hood, and went back in and went up to the front desk. I was like, "Do you guys have Pokemon here?" Like, and it was definitely the same girl. And I'm like, you know that she's just playing, that she doesn't recognize you, but she knows.
She's like,
She
holy
knows.
shit, it's Jason Bourne. Over here with her hat and the glasses on.
She got 2 more, baby. Got 2 more.
Hey, do whatever it takes. And that's the kind of commitment. That's what you need in a partner.
I know.
You
That's
need someone
the
to be
commitment.
good. Yeah.
Commitment and just, love of the game. I think she likes hunting. I think she likes hunting for the cards. It is fun. It's crazy, though. People
Ask
are
her how
nuts.
she feels about Amy Jo Johnson, a.k.a. the Pink Power Ranger from the 90s.
Yuba wants to know if you like the Pink Power Ranger from the 90s. Never seen the Power
I'm
Rangers.
going to go ahead and revert back to about 5 minutes ago when I said she was right only one time. The other time she's fucking wrong.
strike that through.
Dude, she's coming over here this weekend, dude. Amy Jo Johnson's going to be at the Comic-Con in Kansas City. She's going to be within 60 miles of me.
I did like that video game where I would like find coins.
Oh, she was very much, which I didn't find out until later in our relationship, was very into Diablo because she likes to loot items and coins. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. The game is very like that's all it is killing things and looting. Like you get addicted to the gear. That's all of Blizzard's games. Loot. And
Never
gear.
played a single Blizzard game. Never. Well,
You want to
unless they
get
made some-
entrenched. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, which is it's a D&D world style game. Have you played it, Coot?
No, I'm thinking if this one game, if it was a Blizzard game or not.
This isn't a Blizzard game, it's Larian Studios, but it's the most entrenched RPG I've played in a long time. Like, it is so good. There's no microtransactions. It's an old school game where like you don't have to pay anything extra, and it's like 100+ hour game. It is fantastic. And I'm like, you can decide to kill anyone you want. Like, you've rolled D&D dice for decisions. You have persuasion checks. Like, it is a awesome role-playing game. Burley doesn't like it because it's turn-based. So, like, when you get into a fight, everyone has to take a turn, But I don't mind that because the storyline's it's so good, dude. I haven't been this, like, into a game in a while. It's been years.
it sounds fun, but have you ever played Roblox?
No.
Next, you're going to say Minecraft. I'm like, how many are up your ass right now?
Cannot play Minecraft. The step-by-step thing I can't with, but Job Simulator or something like that on some Roblox or on the Oculus, I'm with that. I'll do mundane tasks for hours and hours. It's fun. It's that ADHD. What were you saying though, Good? I'm sorry.
Is Red Dead Redemption part of Blizzard?
No, that's
No.
Rockstar, isn't it?
Rockstar. Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember
Yeah.
if that was part of them or not.
Dude,
But
they're
it's
saying
like-
the new Grand Theft Auto is going to be could be $100+.
Wow.
Isn't every single map from every story supposed to be in this one, or is that just a myth?
They haven't said anything about the game except that it was I think it's in Miami.
Welcome to Miami. Vice City was so fun. That was my favorite. It still is my favorite. That one in San Andreas, top notch.
It's in Leonida, based in Florida. It's so I guess it's a fictional version of Miami. But they like the one guy sued. I don't know if you saw that because they like took like a guy, like a tatted up guy that is known in social media, and he tried to sue them because they took his likeness. I don't know if you guys seen anything on GTA 6.
No.
I'm not big into those games. I never even really played 5 all that much because I tried to play online and some like 7-year-old kid ran me over and stole all my shit and called me a big fat pussy. And I said, never again. I'm never going to play this fucking game ever again.
I really want to hang out with that kid.
He was vicious, bro. He was vicious.
Was
He's
it
probably a
T-Dog?
serial killer now. No, it wasn't T-Dog.
T-Dog.
She's going to tell me when we actually get married in our vows, I was that kid.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I ran you over and called you a fat pussy. It's like, all right, guess it was meant to be.
Dude, my wife told me one time that I can chew, I think it was Stride or Orbit, but like the paper of it was edible. And I haven't trusted a thing she said ever since. She told me, she was like, hey, she's like, yeah. She's like, like, that's the special thing about this gum. And I was like, you're lying. And then you're 100% lying. And this was 15 plus years ago. But I'm like, you can't eat that. And she's like, yeah. And I had the metal fillings at that time too. So I was like,
God.
I was looking at her, I was like, that's going to hurt like a bitch. Like, no. And she's like, not this one. It's edible. It doesn't do that. And I was like, oh, okay. I put it in my mouth and like immediately she came. She goes, God, you're so stupid. And I'm like, pulling out of my mouth, like, you stupid bitch. So now anytime she tells me anything, she can just be like, hey, the sky is blue. And I'm like, no, it isn't.
Is it?
No.
Is it really?
Because she's like, you don't ever trust me. She's like, when she'll always point it out, she's like, what? You don't trust me? Like, try this or do this. And I'm like, no, nope. There could be food on a fork. And she's like, try this. And I'm like, there's laxative in there or something. I was like, I don't trust you, bitch. You did something to it. I was like, remember that gum that you told me to eat, that other wrapper? She's like, oh my God. She's like, you still on that? I was like, I don't forget. And I was like, that's still in my mind. And I was like, every time I get a piece of gum, I was like, I'm going to kill this bitch. Like, that's what goes through my mind every time. I'm going to make her some cat shit coffee.
You should totally do that, bro. Be like, how's it taste?
She likes coffee too.
Do you like felines? You're drinking catch a coffee.
Decaffeinated.
So much for that gum, bitch.
I do. I want, just when she gets like, I want to wait until she finishes the entire cup. You know what I mean? And then when she's like, damn, she's like, something kind of tastes familiar. I was like, you been eating cat shit, bitch? Because that's what it is. You've been digging in the litter box, you filthy bitch. Oh, God damn it. Do I really want to spend $300 on a prank? Kinda. It
Get
better
your
be
cats.
free shipping.
Get your cats to eat it, man. They'll do it for you.
I'm not going through the extra work. I'd rather it be pre-made. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm
That
not that
reminds me
devoted.
of the South Park episode where he makes that kid eat his own parents.
Yeah.
He's like, is it
Scott
good?
Ketterman.
Yeah.
Is it good, Scott?
Didn't realize how bad South Park was, but I tried showing my kids like the episodes that I remember that I used to be able to quote as a kid. Like the Losing Edge was still one of my favorite episodes where he's like going against Bat Dad. Randy is.
Yeah.
So I'd show the kids that episode, or the medicinal fried chicken one where his testicles are huge and he's wheelbarrowing them out, you know. And
It's
I'm
such
like,
a good one, dude.
I was like, damn, this show is a hell of a lot worse than I remember. And I was like, I've been watching this since I was 6. And I was like, what? Went from Beavis and Butthead to like Simpsons and then South Park. You know what I mean? And just, my mom took me to go see Beavis and Butthead Do America when I was 5.
My dad let me skip school for 2 movies. One was Beavis and Butthead Do America, and he told me not to tell my mom. He's like, don't you tell your mom. And the other one was Independence Day.
Yeah. That was one of mine too.
It was like one of those like middle of the day things, and he was just like, you know what? You're not going to school today. Or I don't know if or maybe he picked me up early. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing here? He's like, we're going to the fun movies, man.
Beavis and Butthead was
I
such a
still
good.
remember that song though from Beavis and Butthead. Do you remember that like opening song that they had? Oh, what? It's gonna drive me nuts.
I just remember at the end when they're singing the Vegas. Love is like a roller coaster, baby.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
that one.
it? Yeah.
That song.
Roller coaster
Anytime I hear it,
of love.
You say
roller
what?
coaster.
That's all I ever think about is Beavis and Butthead Do America. Whenever I hear that song.
Dude, that's so. I'm the same way with the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Every time I see or hear "Give Me All Your Lovin'," I always think of him just like going down there with his little Santa suit. Every time I hear that song, can't get him out of there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a fetish. I didn't have a dad growing up. Liked Santa Claus apparently, but I did look at the time, and we're there. There's no better way to end it than some cat shit coffee and trying to Santa Claus. Honestly, I mean, that sounds like a recipe.
I will
for
never
success.
forget Goot's face. It's like, yeah, like cat shit coffee. Like,
So casual with it. Just if there's gonna be a sponsor for cat shit coffee, you're
should
right.
be us.
You know what? Hook me up with a 20% discount. At $300 is a steep price. But we hope you guys enjoyed the show. And if you tried cat shit coffee, let us know. Send us a video. Comment. Give us your intake.
We'd love to hear about it.
Not really, though.
I would.
Spare some details. And for the love of God, brush your teeth after you drink a cup of coffee. My God. But all right, you know what? Hit us with that outro. Boom!
Tony, Matt, Tyson, Goot, you been and Rob are bringing this show for y'all. They're gonna say what they want and keep it raw with the show called Body Wrong.